in the casa. Oklahoma where the winds come, sweeping down the plain, twisters blow away your kingdom. Noise from the Sooner State, feel it in your eardrum. Way past the beginning and we are nowhere near done. My goodness, I'm nice with it. You can snap back, hold your hat, it's how I'm fitted. Getting fueled up off your hate as if I need it. Why your takes on eating lighter, people say I did it. You didn't know? When I hit the road, dog cities hear me spitting flows. Meanwhile, on tracks, I'm really not your typical spiritual, lyrical miracle, you imbecile. Going harder than a tombstone. Here lies in a method that never saw its doom, though. Joints instrumentally fired by IQ, yo. Rocking like a Lucifer track, but what do you know?
Forward and I can't go back.
Welcome all. This is the Outsiders Green Country Soccer Podcast. My name is Mario. I'm with he's not here today, but not yet anyways. But I got my other good co-host. Don't mind his jersey right now, but how you doing, Josh?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm enjoying the soccer season so far. It's been amazing. It's been fun. We'll get more into that.
I always got excited about spring break because one, when I was younger, I was out for school. Two, my birthday is on the 22nd, and then now U.S. Open Cup starting on spring break. That is a soccer-filled week starting from Tuesday, from Saturday or after Friday after I got off of work all the way to.
And you have CONCACAF Nations League.
Oh yeah, and hopefully we can talk positive about that later on. But right now,
don't think we can.
Yeah, right now it's not looking so good for the U.S. But man, how are you doing though, man?
Doing pretty good. I think I've watched so much soccer the last 3 weeks that I've not been bored. It's just been nonstop soccer since the start of the MLS season, start of the USL season. Now you got Open Cup. Like I was watching a few Open Cup games earlier. I was watching the US Panama game. It's just been nonstop soccer, and honestly, it's a dream. I can't complain. I love doing it. I love watching it.
All right, real quick. I got to ask you, what's your favorite two games that you've watched so far, other than Tulsa Derby?
Other than Tulsa, I really enjoyed the Des Moines Menace game. That was kind of cool. The fans, the Sporting KC fans, were really funny to listen to. I watched that game while I was at work. And then another one that I watched, I can't remember. It's Aaron Baboot. I can't say his last name. Baboot's team. I think I said that wrong. Let me see if I can find it. I can't. I think it's. Is it? Oh, what's it called? Ventura County FC. I watched that game where he scored 2 goals. So that was exciting to watch. 7-2 win for them. So.
Yeah. Well, for me, I gotta give you. You stole one of them. So that Sporting Kansas City game, that was a good watch. I was a little. I'm not gonna lie. I'm only excited because of what the fans did and the commentators were talking about.
The fans were phenomenal that game for an Open Cup game. That was cold and very windy. But I don't know. I don't know what you expected from the Des Moines players. They're like 50 years old. So
hold on real quick. If you're a new supporters group starting out, do me a favor, rewatch that because some of their chants are hilarious. I love them all.
They were doing pretty good for us. MLS Next team. They were doing pretty good. Good fan base up there.
Yeah. But I feel bad for every single fan that was out there because I bet it was cold.
There was a few of them wrapped in blankets, so
yeah.
I think some of them were fine.
But the reason I was disappointed because the game, Des Moines Menace, their starting lineup, we both know how David ranted and raved last week about how it's going to be a stacked powerhouse team and no, it wasn't.
Well, to be fair, like I said, they're all like 50s, 40s, 50s. They're probably not that fit.
Late 30s, maybe early 40s, but yeah. But it was just sad for me to watch that. It was just, I was hoping a lot more from the team, and it was just
that makes sense. The kids stacked up well against the OGs.
And they did. They had a couple shots that they could have made in, hit the post in the first half. I'm not going to lie to you. I actually turned off the game. I was like, you know what,
I
I'm
turned
done
I
watching.
turned it off. Yeah, I
But
ended up turning it off.
man, David's not here right now, so I guess me and you is gonna do this.
Yeah.
I guess the first thing that we got to talk about is the big shocking news on Tuesday, and I'm not talking about the Tulsa Athletic game. Um, USL announced that they are going to be doing promotion relegation in 2028.
I think it's 2027 or 2028. One of the two.
One of the two. If they change and do it into the winter calendar too, but that's down the point.
I don't know how I'd feel about that if they adopted the European schedule.
Let's leave that for another show because it hasn't been talked about yet, and that is a different field that we need to get its own proper show for, and a lot of other things. But
that's fair.
So I want to work with you. I want you to give me all the great things that are coming out of the Pro Rel, and I want to be the Debbie Downer.
Okay.
And I want to know what your thoughts, and I want to give you my thoughts on why this isn't going to be an actual Pro Rel. But go ahead, Josh.
I think this is what we've been wanting, right? This is everyone for the U.S. soccer to take the next step. Pro Rel is needed. They finally listened. They did it, and I think one positive. There's multiple positives that can come out of this, but I think one, it will force teams like FC Tulsa, New Mexico United, teams that don't play in a soccer-specific stadium to finally get that stadium or risk not moving up to the first division and being left behind once Pro Rel gets you, because I think that's what's going to happen. The teams with an actual stadium are going to end up moving up to that first division, and the teams that are still stuck in a non-specific soccer stadium might stay down. That's my opinion. I think it will force teams to get a stadium, and I know you've been wanting one. I want one. Our whole fan base wants one. I think that's the next step now that we got Pro Rel. I'm just excited. Another thing, the matches are going to mean more. Like from week 1 to the last game, they're just going to mean more. I know they do mean a little bit because of playoffs, but I mean, you miss out. But now if you miss out, you risk getting relegated. And if you win, you get the chances of promotion. I don't know if they're going to keep it at 8 playoff teams. I don't know how I didn't read too much up on it. I don't know if that's going to do how England does it. Top 2 teams in the championship, they get promoted. And then I think is it a 4-team playoff system? Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So I'm just curious on how they're going to end up doing that. If they keep it at an 8-team, maybe they grow, add more teams to the championship. I don't know. I'm excited for it. This is what I've been wanting. I want games. It brings out more passion. The players will care more because we've seen Tulsa teams just give up mid-season. We've seen it all the time. But I feel like this will give the players more to fight for, more reason to come to the U.S., and it's just going to grow. It's going to push the MLS too to do something. So it's good. And I don't know how you could hate it. Again, I didn't do too much reading up on it. I just read the article that I sent you. I don't see where we can mess this up. I really don't. Unless FC Tulsa gets relegated, then that is a big mess up. And I'm going to hate Pro Rel. But let's hope that never happens because I would lose my mind. My dad would lose his mind. But,
And we're going to talk more about your dad losing his mind or the fact that he's not losing his mind. But we'll talk more about that later. And for me, I got a couple problems. I've been asking for Pro Rel for the longest time. I want not a fake Pro Rel. What I mean by that is I don't want a type of Pro Rel. I want an actual Pro Rel. I want for teams that go up and down. That means Premier League, Premier Division.
So you want what the English do?
Yeah.
You want
Give me a second. Let me explain a little bit on my side too. I want Champions. I want Premier. I want League 1, League 2, and if down the road a League 3. I want actually
like a national league.
Yeah, and what I want is to get rid of territory rights.
Yeah, that is something we talked about the other day.
And for it to be an actual pro rel, for this to change the whole landscape of soccer, we gotta break that off. We gotta kind of be united. This is a United Soccer League, and needs to be united with clubs. It doesn't matter if they're pub clubs. Have 5 divisions. Have one of them being a national, state by state competition, and then from there they can go up, and then from there they can advance to League 2 or League 1. I just want an actual pro rel with meaning, because if we just do it half butt, it's not going to be the same. And I hate to jump sides. I want the pro rel to happen, but I want MLS to be a part of it, because not now, but down the road, they have to. As we know, right now, United States is losing to Panama.
But they just lost. They did lose.
Lost to Panama. We have the World Cup next year. If we keep playing like this, and Panama's a good Central America team and whatnot, but if we lose like this, I don't have faith that we'll even make it out of our group. Like I was telling you before this, and I'm already doing my hot takes.
That's crazy.
I don't see it. And the reason that I don't see it is because we don't have a proper pro rel. We don't have players that are fighting. We have players that go to Europe, go to South America, go to Mexico, go somewhere else to have that fight instilled in them. If we have to expand our players to go elsewhere to play, where's the chemistry going to get with the team? Everybody's going to play a different style, European style. They're going to learn all these things, and they're going to come back to the United States and do what just for, just joking around. But right now with Pochettino, he's going to expect this kind of style of play on players that are playing a billion different ways. How about we input that in here in the United States? How about we do what we want our players to do, but here, no more going overseas. Yes, there's going to be some players that they're going to want more money. United States does not have it yet. But for us to have players that are going to jump through the wall, they're not going to do it in MLS. There's no incentive. There's no reasoning. They're going to wait for the next college draft pick player. We're going to get a veteran, way old veteran past his prime to come back to the United States and make MLS look good.
Messi.
I was just going to say, I love Messi. Messi's a great player. I think he's a GOAT. But he's past his prime. And he's wiping the
still
floor.
Scoring, so
he's wiping the floor in MLS.
So what does that tell you about the MLS competition?
It's bad. And the reason is none of these players are gonna fight and go through a wall for you.
There's no passion. There's no danger. There's just no danger.
They're there for a check, to look good and live in their mansions or wherever they're gonna live at, and that's all that's gonna matter for them. And that's sad for me. I rather have the pro rel here. I'd rather have players that are gonna do what it takes for the city. Maybe there's a player from, let's say, from Tulsa, and there's an MLS team here. I want a player that's going to be like, I'm fighting for the city. I'm fighting for the money's great, but I want to see a championship here. I want to see, or it could be anywhere else in the world, but in the United States. But they're fighting for that city. They're fighting for their town, their roots, their family, their friends. And I want that kind of player. That's the kind of player that I want to say that needs to go in the United States national team. If that player can do all that for his club, he can do it for his country. But there goes my rant for the
day. That was.
I should have saved that for the hot takes.
I don't even know what to say to that. That's.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this just a little bit.
I think the U.S. youth system needs to stop being pay to win.
Pay to play?
Play to, yeah. pay to play. There we go. I think
Because
that's our main problem. We're
as we know
never gonna.
tonight, it's not winning.
It is not. Yes, we have some players. We have Weston McKinney, Christian Pulisic, Yunus Musa. All I could go on about how many players we have in Europe, and they're playing pretty well. I would argue that Christian has been one of the top players in Serie A for Milan, AC Milan. But what's that for if you can't compete, can't show out on the national level for your country? So it's just all for nothing, really. I feel like club play means a lot, yes, but to represent your country, that's any country, no matter how big or small the country is, to represent your country, that's huge. You should always fight. You should always fight for the badge. But it's whatever. But Pro-Rel will bring a golden era to the United States, and it's all because of the USL.
Now, I want to do a little prediction.
Okay.
And I want to get all the stones thrown at me. I want all of it. I want all the drama. But my prediction, in 10 years, once Pro-Rel gets situated, once the United States, USSF, they have this implemented, in 10 years, we will be a powerhouse team. I could say we can be top 5. I'm saying it right now. I want somebody to record this.
Are you saying like the U.S. men's national team or FC Tulsa?
U.S. men's national team. We would be a proper football playing country. We would be top 5, 4. We would have an actual league where people actually want to fight and battle for this. I would say the USL, there might be a merge. I'm not even predicting that. I really, to be honest, don't want that. But I see that to happen, and then our United States men's team will get the benefit of it all if we get a proper Pro-Rel. I want, Chattanooga. I want, I hope and pray Tulsa, either team, preferably FC Tulsa. But I want a Tulsa team to fight and make it up top. I want to see St. Louis. I want to see all the teams bring their best A players because they put money into the team. They put money to their stadium. They're being represented by the best players in their state or country. If that can happen, I feel like we can be a powerhouse team, a powerhouse nation.
I always thought next year could be the year that we break out, but after what I just watched on the field, not even 30 minutes ago, it was clueless players.
And they're going to place the blame on Pochettino.
You about to say Pocahontas?
I was going to say Pocahontas. They're going to place the blame on Pochettino. They're going to put the blame on somebody else.
Put the blame on Christian.
Blame it on Christian. When, to be honest, the person that they need to face it to is the USSF.
Yes, it is. That has been the main problem. It is. I mean, Berhalter wasn't that bad of a coach. I mean, he was bad, but he had his moments. It's just any coach really, I feel like, never gets enough backing from the federation.
That's true. Well, do you have anything else to say about the Pro-Rel?
I'm excited. I'm so happy it is happening. Like I said, players are going to care more stakes. Stakes are going to be higher, more passion. The USL said it in a video that they posted, I think, yesterday. Stakes will be higher, passion, everything will be higher. It will mean more. And you get promoted, money.
Yeah, and this is one thing, and I said this in a meeting with FC Tulsa. I asked them, I was like, if we got Pro-Rel or there's a chance for Premier League, happening in the USL, will there be more money? They were like, we can't cross that road until we get there. And I'm seeing it. I'm seeing that there's going to be a chance. And I don't care if this team plays League One, Championship, Premier. I'm always going to support them.
Hey, as long as we don't go below the championship.
No, until they go amateur level. And then that's when we're like, okay.
We'll
But
get to
even
that
then,
other team's level that we don't speak about.
yeah, that's unspoken words right there. But um, we just need to focus on one team, and we
Yeah.
need to focus on our team. But speaking
And
of our team, go ahead.
what you said about the territory rights. I
Yes.
know we talked about it, I think, on Tuesday. That would open up a chance for a yearly Tulsa Derby. And honestly, those games do get pretty rough, especially if you're playing at that place that they call field. But I mean, I would love to see, especially in league play. Could you imagine if we were the team to relegate them? You know, the pride that would be a pretty big feeling.
I didn't want to jump on this too early, but I guess we got to go and talk about this match already.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and talk about the Tulsa Derby, and then we'll get back to league play. But real quick, I like their new, the box stuff, their new away and home seating and whatnot. I'm glad that they're making it their home. But one thing that I did want to talk about, and oh wait, hold on, do we have the man, the myth, the legend in here? Hold on, let's see.
They have got to work on that field, I will say that.
There you go. He's finally here to talk to us. He's blessing us with his time. How you doing, David? Here we go. He muted us. He muted us on purpose. Smoking a cigar.
He's busy. Anyways,
all right. Let me, like I was saying,
they've got to work on that field before they go any kind of sorts of professional.
All right, real quick on that.
Does he know he's muted?
Yeah, he's muted himself. I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, you wore that Yankee stuff last week, buddy. Like I was saying, one thing that I kind of got to give it to him at Fenway Park, and this is the reason why I wore this. We got the Green Monster.
You are a monster.
Yes, I am. There you go.
Settle down.
Athletics now has, their field, and they're accustomed to playing that kind of field. They want to play not dirty, what the word is. You got to earn that victory.
It's dirty. It's the turn.
It's a hard. I'm not going to say it's a professional field, but it's an amateur style field, and that's their way.
Let's pump the brakes. We don't know how the city of Tulsa might not let them water it, because that is a city park. We don't know what. I mean, we don't know what regulations they have, so. Let's not bash on anybody's field, okay?
Ours is 20 times better, but that's a different story. What I want to say is that they're accustomed to playing on there. We're not, and that gives them an advantage. Like I was saying, and in Fenway Park, we have the Green Monster. In the Athletics, they have that field. I mean, it's just. You got to work around it. And in the ending of it all, it's a merit-based system. You have to win. You have to score a goal to win to get to the next match.
But all right. So we train on a very, very nice grass surface.
Yes.
At Titan.
Yes.
And then we transition to One Oak, which is a patchwork baseball field.
Hey, it looked good last game.
It looks good.
It looked good last game.
So I'm just saying, we should be able to adjust. If we're going to blast field types, we go from a pristine surface to a not so pristine surface. We should be able to adjust
to a lot worse field type.
Was it
just putting them on blast? Jeez, man.
I mean, it could have been watered. I will say that.
It could have been. That was a lot of dust every time somebody went for a slide tackle.
So I will say that it could have been watered, but at least there were no tire tracks on the field this time. No ruts dug into it.
There were a lot of hills. It was very hilly on one side.
So how are you guys doing tonight? Sorry, I'm running a little late. I see we're talking about the Tulsa Athletic matchup.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
We didn't know what time we were coming back, so we started talking about the whole pro rel at first. We discussed a little bit about that, but we really didn't talk about MLS today because we weren't into this MLS thing.
Didn't watch any games. It's too busy preparing for FC Tulsa.
Yeah. And then we talked about, like I said, pro rel. And now I was like, let's go ahead and talk about the derby. So you're on now. So let's give me and Josh a little bit of time to break. How about you break out your analysis?
So my analysis of the game was, and I told you this, we needed to put 2 goals on the board in the first half to break the spirit. And if we didn't do that, it was going to be anybody's game in the second half. And that's what it was. Now, could there have been a red card in the first half? Yes, there very well could have been. That was a missed call by the judge, the linesman, and he kind of had that look on his face like, yeah, that happened, but he's not going to say anything because I think they understood this was a derby between 2 teams that didn't like each other. We're going to let them play. Well, we could. Now, with that being said, I don't know if you watched any of the Des Moines Sporting KC2 game.
Unfortunately, I did.
Unfortunately.
When the wind was blowing worse than it was here in Tulsa.
Oh, yeah.
I think the wind really affected the game. I think our plan was to go over the top, and we could not do that. We were going to go direct over, and we couldn't do that because the wind was just catching the ball and blowing it and holding it up. Threw the game plan out the window. I don't know if you noticed in the second half, we started, instead of goal kicks up in the air, we were playing it to our wing backs and then trying to push forward through the midfield. Something that we haven't done all year. Our game plan this whole year has been we're going to go direct over the top and push forward with our wing backs and do crosses in instead of playing through the middle. So effectively, we had to switch our game plan midway through the game. And did it work? I think it worked. If you look at the statistics, we controlled more possession second half. We took more shots in the second half. The analytics was a lot better in the second half than it was in the first half. So did we play a more controlled game in the second half? Yes. Did the Athletic press forward or at least try to push forward before they went down to 10 men? Yes. We played a very smart game and we came out with the win, which was a definite handball in the box. I don't care what any Athletic fans say. We were right there where it happened, and he had his arm extended away from his body. The ball popped up, hit him in the arm. Definite handball. Taylor Calhoun putting him back in net. We win 1-0. Was the red card? Yes, it was 2 definitive yellow cards. The first one, yes. The second one, Lazo was on a breakaway, and the guy tripped him. It's a yellow. Second one, he's out. Now, my issue with a lot of the banter I saw after the game was people throwing a fit. Oh, you guys should beat us. But we played awesome. We're this awesome team. It's like, you can't have it both ways. If you say you're an awesome
Exactly what I was
team, you cannot bash a team that beats you.
Yes.
If you say you're an awesome team, then you're an awesome team. And it should be a difficult game. I said in the podcast before that this was going to be a difficult game. It is between 2 USL games. We got one. There's sandwiched between 2 USL games. Guys are going to be a little tired. It was a trap game. Athletic is a good team. They've always put out a good product. They've been a winner. They've won championships lately. And for people outside, especially opposing fan bases saying trashing ours because we beat you, you got to step back and look at your own team. Be like, oh, we are a good team. It should have been a dogfight. Kudos to both teams. They put out a very aggressive, very spirited game. And the cards fell how they fell. So good job, Athletic. Good job, FC Tulsa. Move on to the next game.
Take your loss and shut up.
You guys know what I'm about to say. David basically said it the best way possible, so I'm not gonna retract anything that he says. But
Manos Tulsa.
one thing,
Vanos Tulsa.
don't ever expect me to buckle down. I'm not going to. Especially when you give lame excuses like that. I could say more, and I choose not to. I just say, hey, attaboy, thanks for the W. But yeah, I'm done talking about that.
Like what I said. I won't say it again.
Well,
That's what I said 2 minutes ago.
let's move on to cup sets.
Oh
Cup
yeah,
sets.
There was a few of
I
them.
want to talk cup sets. Texoma, what happened? Your first ever game and you lose it.
wah, wah, wah. Was
Womp, womp.
that really an upset though? A cup set?
Yeah,
To
this
an
is a
extent.
this
Yeah,
is a
it's-
UPSL club. That's not NPSL. That's not League Two. I guess they're a League for Clubs team now. Beating a USL League One team with Solomon Asante on the bench. How do you
Yeah.
put Solo on the bench?
It's because he's washed now. That's what happens when you become washed. I hate
You
to
better
say
stop
it.
talking about David's guy like that.
I mean,
Okay, but
you're still wearing that jersey and it's washed, but you know,
okay. Listen. That wasn't even the bad. That wasn't even the biggest cup set. How about
No,
Birmingham Legion losing 1-0 to the Little Rock Rangers?
that was an epic match right there.
That was the biggest one.
So yeah, I think the Little Rock Rangers fall into that same window of Tulsa Athletic. They've always had difficult teams. They play they. So you're going to get a tough game, and if you do not put the nail in the coffin right there at the beginning of the game, you're in a dogfight, and anything can happen in the cup.
What I liked about that match, nobody bunkered. Nobody dropped the bus after they scored the goal. They try to score more. And here I'm looking at their lineup. Yeah, there was a lot of key players that weren't playing. But you got, and I'm going to butcher his name,
Enzo.
Damos and Enzo
Ronaldo
playing. And you're going to lose to Little Rock. Little Rock's a good team. They got heart. They put everything in the line. They didn't bunker. They kept attacking. And that goal, it was a pretty nice goal. But they didn't stop. They didn't just go ahead and say, you know what, let's just stay and defend the whole entire game. They try to score another goal. And kudos to Little Rock. That was, for me, the biggest cup set of this first round.
Yeah, I agree. Especially, we all thought Birmingham was going to have a good team this year. So, I mean,
with the talent that they added, this start.
Danny Trejo should just come to Tulsa.
He should. You should just be like, oh, you know what, this place, I don't like this place.
Right.
You're always welcome back.
So, what I would say, cup set number 3, El Farolito, the Burrito Club, beating the Real
Burrito
Monarchs. Once again, life, death, and the Real Monarchs. Yes, or MLS Next Pro.
Yeah.
Death, taxes, and the Burrito Boys passed in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
So, yeah.
I just want to do a big kudos to that one fan that did 1,400-mile round stretch from.
I'm glad you saw that.
From there all the way to the stadium and then back home. That was pretty awesome, man. You deserve season tickets for what you did, man. So kudos to you, buddy.
Now, special shout out of the U.S. Open Cup goes to the Sporting KC2 fans.
Yes.
They were hilarious.
Yes, they were.
Heckling the Des Moines Menace. That was awesome. That was awesome.
We talked about that earlier, David, and like I said, there's 2 major reasons to watch that: the chat room and the fans supporting, chanting, and giving banter. And I feel so bad for Phillips, Bradley Wright Phillips. The things that they were saying to him, I was like, I need to start writing some of these down.
Especially Josh. Josh needs to be writing those down.
And right now, we've got a Open Cup game right now. Charlotte Independence in the 113th minute, 2-3. Charlotte against the Long Island Rough Riders. So we've got a good one.
Now I gotta ask both of you guys one quick question that I'm really surprised about. And I would have thought and expected this to be a higher number, but there was only 2 penalty kick shootouts in round 1. I think all in total there was like 6 extra time games.
We have
But-
2 potential PK shootouts.
They're still
In a
coming.
matter, yeah, we got FC Cincinnati 2 is tied with I can't even New York Freedoms in the 92nd minute.
Oh wow!
And then we have one more game left, and that's Tacoma Defiance, which I did not know was still a team until like 3 weeks ago.
MLS thanks, Pro. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Special
are you-
shout out. Remember, I got 2 more shout outs. One goes to Aaron Beboot for his hat trick
Yeah.
in the first round. Beboot
Yeah.
had a, and shout out to the athletics goalkeeper because he is actually in the Football Manager 2024 database. So found him. You know, might be scouting him. He played really well.
If it was not for him, it would have been 3-0, 4-0. It's something about the athletic keepers just have the games of their life when they play against us. From Bryson Reed, which I really miss not seeing him out there. I don't know what he's up to.
Jacob G.
Jacob G.
Jakob G.
And he didn't answer. He didn't talk to us as much as Bryson did, but it was still.
He gave us a thumbs up.
He gave us a thumbs up every now and then, but I miss not Jacob. I miss Bryson. He was always fun to talk to and mess with.
Anywho, all right.
So, are we done with the USL talk?
Yes,
Do we want to pivot over to our prediction records? You know, I heard somebody had a really good week.
Ramos Tulsa.
I heard somebody in this call had a really good week. I don't know who that guy was.
Go ahead, David. Go ahead. You get him big head now.
Yeah, so after 2 weeks, Josh is leading the way with 16 points. So what me and Mario decided was you get a point for correct guess and a point for guessing the correct score. If you guess the score line correctly. Josh has 16. I think Mario, what I tell you, 14.
Josh,
13,
are you having a heart attack there?
He's dancing. He's white boy dancing there.
Do I need to pull up the official numbers? I can
and then I'm bringing up the cart with 9, but I've given away 2 picks every week, so
16.
I'm already giving you my FC Tulsa pick this week. It's a 1-1 draw.
Oh, here we go.
You said a draw last week, and what
He
happened?
does. He plays safe.
And the week before.
Keep doing it.
And the week before.
Keep doing it.
we should technically only, according to David, we should only have 3 points and not 6.
No. David, all-time 1-1. Just keep predicting 1-1.
1-1. Yep. 1-1 draw.
1-1.
Yep. All right. Week 3. We want to week 3 picks.
Yep. Gonna go 9-1 again this week.
Yeah, right. Josh, you're silly. All right. Match number 1 of the week is Detroit City taking on Birmingham Legion in Detroit. 4 p.m. kickoff.
Josh, go for it, or do you want me to?
I got it. Don't let the master work. Let the
master here we go. God, how's that hat fitting on your head?
I'm gonna go 3-1 Detroit. Matt Sheldon goal.
All right, you're right about the team. I'm gonna say 2-0. Sorry, Birmingham. Sorry, Kaler, but you guys are disappointing me.
Yeah.
Something's not right in Birmingham. 2-1 Detroit. Game number 2 is Louisville City taking on top of the table Loudoun United. Who do you guys? This is in Louisville at Lynn Family Stadium.
2-0 Louisville. I think Loudoun's going to finally die out like they usually do.
I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think this is going to be a slugfest, but I don't see the Louisville's not the same as they were before, man. And Loudoun is starting to show a little bit of consistency. So I'm going to say 2-2.
But they have Philip Goodrum.
Who?
3-1 Louisville.
Okay.
Next up, you got New Mexico United hosting El Paso Locomotive. 2-1 2-1 New Mexico.
Ooh, 2-2 draw.
All right, so I guess this week we're all going to pick different. I'm going to give it to El Paso after that 4-4 match.
That choke job that they had.
Yeah, I think they're going to practice on their defense a little bit, but I'm going to say 2-1 El Paso.
Okay.
All righty. Lexington SC hosting Indy 11. Josh, who you got?
Let's go. Lexington 2-1.
I'm going to say 1-0 Lexington.
All right.
Just gotta
2-1
copy
Indy.
me. Oof.
2-1.
Okay.
Mariano's just copying me so he can, go
Yes.
9-1.
Yeah.
Capture the guy, that guy that's good at predicting. Come on.
The Miami FC hosting Tampa Bay Rowdies. Oh. I guess this keeper, this fancy keeper that Tampa Bay's got has made 2 bad mistakes in consecutive weeks. I'm gonna go upset.
Don't do okay.
Oh,
Tampa Bay 3-1. Tampa Bay 3-1.
Tampa
Nate
Bay
Worth
3-0. No, don't say it.
3 assists for Nate Worth.
He's not even gonna start. What do you mean?
it's Miami though.
Maybe.
Miami.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go 3-0.
All right, guys, this is my slug.
Three-
My
3-0
battery
too.
here. 4-0 Tampa Bay.
On the Galazzo Network, you have Pittsburgh Riverhounds hosting Hartford Athletic.
Man.
I'm gonna see a draw here. 0-0.
I'm leaning
1-1 draw.
I'm leaning towards a 2-2 draw.
Everybody ties all around. 1-1.
Yeah.
Oakland Roots in the historic first ever game at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum hosting San Antonio. I've heard there's like 33 tickets left for this game. Could be sold out. 2 shorts in the house. Marshawn Lynch is going to be in the house. Mariano Soler is going to be in the house.
Yeah, he is.
Who do you got?
Go ahead, Josh.
I think. Hold on, I can give you the exact number of tickets sold. They have sold 26,000 so far. And you know what's gonna happen? Everyone's gonna go home sad. 3-1 San Antonio, Pacheco hat trick.
Hey, I'm the one that's supposed to say that, man.
Sorry.
No, I'm gonna see 2-1 victory for San Antonio. Pacheco gets what's it called? 2 goals.
A brace?
A brace. That's the word I was looking for.
There you go.
2-1 Oakland Roots.
Of
They're going
course.
to tear down the goalposts. They're going to rip apart the nets. They're going to storm the streets of Oakland.
They're gonna burn it down. Burn it all down.
All right.
While 2 shorts performing.
All right. Orange County hosts Monterey Bay.
Orange County 3-0.
I'm gonna go with 2-0 Orange County.
2-1 Orange County.
That just means Monterey Bay is gonna win. So place all your money on Monterey.
Phoenix Rising, fresh off that 4-4 comeback draw, host Rhode Island FC.
They go 1-1 draw.
I don't want to agree with you anymore, Josh. I'm gonna say
Hey, it's okay if you want to copy greatness.
no.
It's okay.
No. 2-1 Phoenix. 3-1.
3-1.
Rhode Island.
Hey.
Wow.
JJ Williams hat trick. Is that what you're going for?
No. Albert Dequal with the goal, Noah Fuzon with the goal, and JJ Williams with the goal.
There we go.
All right, 2 games remaining. Sacramento Republic hosting defending champs Colorado Springs Switchbacks on the Galazzo Network.
Sacramento 1-0.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be 2-2 Draw.
It's a horrible pick.
2-1 Sacramento.
There we go. Smart guy over here.
Last remaining game. At One Oak Field, 7 o'clock here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If Mariano remembers. FC
No promises.
That is true.
FC Tulsa takes on Justin Malou and his North Carolina FC. 1-1
I think you're missing somebody.
Yeah, you're forgetting somebody.
I think you're missing a really big player.
Because he's going to be at the tailgate, Mariano.
I want to say
buddy.
He's going to be on the beers with Mariano.
I'm so going to bring my white shirt. Be like, sign this. I'm going to give you guys I'm biased, but I'm going to go say we're finally going to score some goals, boys. 4-1 FC Tulsa.
Whoa.
4-1.
Whoa. Settle down. Who's the goal scorers? If you say who I think you're going to say, I'm going to leave this podcast forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All 4. Alex, no, I'm kidding.
Andrew Booth.
No.
I hope he plays. I hope he plays, and
I hope he's better. But if I had to pick, I'm gonna go give Stefan a goal. I'm gonna give Taylor a goal. I'm gonna give Batista a goal, and of course Alex Delu 1 goal.
Oh,
Rodrigo Da Costa will get the assist on their goal.
Bono's Tulsa.
And then he will be with Mario at the Tulsa later that night.
Oh, yeah. You know it. So, where's your prediction, guys? Come on. I said 4-1.
1-1 draw.
My luck is going to run out, so I don't think I can do it.
Come on, Josh.
3-1 Tulsa.
Oh, look who's trying to copy.
I was this close to picking North Carolina. I'm not going to lie. Our defensive luck is going to run out sooner or later.
Let's not say that. All right.
There's your picks of the week, ladies and gentlemen.
Hooray.
All right. So switching over to FC Tulsa news. Congratulations to Lamar Batista for being named to the team of the week. He is the second player to be named team of the week this year in the USL Championship from FC Tulsa. Oh, wait. We're not done. Johan Penaranda also named team of the week on the bench. So 3 FC Tulsa players, 2 weeks.
All defensive, too.
Mm-hmm. Johan twice and now Lamar. Congratulations, fellas. Well, so as we have briefly talked about, we do have a game this weekend. It is against North Carolina FC, 7 o'clock at One Oak Field. Come join the 918 Brigade early at the corner of, Elgin
and Archer,
as they will be hosting the tailgate takeover in honor of one Mariano Soler's 25th
60th birthday. Oh, well.
42, and I'm not your dad.
Wow. He's watching this right now, so
good.
He heard that.
Good.
He's going to come in here and give you a piece of his mind.
Food, drinks, fiestas, siestas, maybe. Who knows? We might have to take a nap in between 4 o'clock in the game. I don't know.
I don't.
He might not even make it into the stadium. To be honest,
I might need one of those carts, those golf carts, to drive me into our section and home too.
We might need to worry about Carlos too.
He's gonna be cooking, so
he'd be fine.
Yeah.
You did see him the last time we hosted the tailgate.
Right.
That was. He was the capo that night. He didn't let me capo.
No, he probably won't this time. But real quick, guys, I do want to say we are going to be hosting it, but 83 United is going to be doing something actually pretty cool too. They are actually collecting items for the fire victims from that we had this past weekend. There was a couple big fires here in the western Tulsa, and so they're going to be collecting items like toiletries, laundry items, diapers, wipes, feminine products, pet items, and other household items. So if you can do me a favor, bring some out. 83 United will be collecting all the items. We are also collecting towels for the end of the season so we can hand them out to the homeless here in Oklahoma. It gets really cold, and there is a
Blankets.
small
Blankets. Not towels.
blankets. There is a small population of homeless people out there. When it gets cold here in Oklahoma, I don't want to compare it to any other city, but it does get cold here. And we, as a supporters group and also citizens of this great city and town, we want to help out as much as we can. So please come and donate. Everything will be great. As Dave was saying, we're going to be having food. We're going to be having a lot of Hispanic foods, carne asada, al pastor. My mom's actually making a couple cakes for my birthday. So please come out. Tailgate is going to be free this year on this event. But there's going to be many more events, more tailgates, and it's a good time to be part of the supporters group. So sign up for 83 United for all free food and free drinks. But
so let's briefly talk about North Carolina FC. Goalkeeper is Jake McGuire. What's his connection to Tulsa?
Was he a backup here, or did he go to TU, or are you?
He did attend college at the University of Tulsa, so he does have a Tulsa tie. So that's he's actually a very good goalkeeper. Manning the back line is Connor Donovan and Paco Craig, two of the elite defenders in this league. They're solid back line. Up the middle, they got Colin Martin, Mikey Maldonado. I really liked Mikey last year when he played against us. He's a possession-based midfielder, and he was just very, very talented on the ball. Front line, you got Evan Conway and Olex Anderson. I think Olex had like 14, 15 goals last year. So definitely got some attacking prowess. And then they got the man, Rodrigo da Costa, heading up their attack. We all know Rodrigo, he all-time leading goal scorer here in FC Tulsa. Also the all-time assist leader here. Who do you guys think we need to watch out for in this game?
Go ahead, Josh.
We need to watch Evan Conway, and it's gonna sound cliche, but as much as I slander the guy, we need to watch out for DaCosta. The guy can create, and he's shown it to us as our own player. He's done it against us. We need to watch out for DaCosta. Just shut him down, and we should honestly have a pretty decent night, in my opinion. But just shut down Conway, DaCosta, and please score more than one goal. Ball knows Tulsa.
So right now, Mariano, North Carolina, they're sitting at 7th in the East. 1 draw, 1 loss, 1 point. Goal differential -1. I'm sorry. Right now, DaCosta is their leader on FOTMob in rating with the 7.0 with 1 assist. Rafa Minsigan has a goal, and Luis Perez has an assist as well. Who do you think we should be watching out for?
Like Josh said, we have to definitely look out for DaCosta. He knows how to play at One Oak. It's not a joke. I'm really excited, and I hope he gets to play, because I know tomorrow Puerto Rico plays Dominican Republic, and I know Jaden Cervania is going to be going out there to play for the national team for Puerto Rico, but I hope we get to see him, and then I kind of hope not either. Evan Conway is a good player. I got to give it between Rodrigo da Costa and Evan Conway. If Jaden comes out, that's another player that we need to watch out for as well.
Well, we've played North Carolina once, and we lost to them 2-0 last year. So, yep. And that was in North Carolina. So, let's return the favor here. So,
yep.
All right. Well, is it any more talk about North Carolina FC, or should we call them the North Carolina Railhawks? Shout out to the Railhawks.
Wow.
Flash from the past. But is it really that team though?
Yeah, they were the Railhawks. They rebranded to North Carolina FC. So
Okay.
it's all in there. Pretty excited. Speaking of FC Tulsa, if we want to move on just a little bit, but who do you guys think we're going to draw in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup? You think it's going to be someone local?
I would like to see Little Rock.
And that would be a great match. I hope we get to host it. I don't care who comes, but I hope we get to host it because I would love to see a second round match here.
A little away trip to Little Rock would be kind of cool. Actually, no, never mind. It will not be cool because they play their games on Wednesdays or Tuesdays.
Yeah, I was about to say Tuesday or Wednesday match. I don't think I'm traveling.
Yeah, never mind.
That's why I kind of hope it's here.
Yeah.
If they base it on geographical location, I think we're looking at 4-0 down at Dallas. Possibly Chattanooga FC in Tennessee. You know, there's always Knoxville in Tennessee.
That might not happen. I'm not sure if you've been watching.
Yeah, I've seen it, but I'll not believe it until the official draw happens. Everybody's saying Red Wolves and Chattanooga is going to play each other. So, yeah.
I want to talk a little bit more about that later on too.
Little Rock's an option, maybe El Paso. You know, I can see El Paso maybe. But here's Omaha could happen. But we'll forget Des Moines, Menace. You know, Iowa's not that far away. They could come down here and play us.
They should. That should happen.
I mean, yeah. I am actively campaigning for Des Moines Menace to come down.
Get those old heads in Tulsa.
Hurricane Track and Field Stadium, and let's play them.
Yeah, I agree.
That would be epic.
Just for them to upset us. That wouldn't be too epic.
Will be no cup upset. They will not defeat FC Tulsa. Des Moines Menace will not.
All right, guys. Real quick, before, are you guys done talking about the cup set? Because I want to talk about. I really want to see Chattanooga Red Wolves versus Chattanooga FC. This is a match been way overdue. It needs to go down, and if Chattanooga FC gets to host it, that stadium will be more packed than the MPSL championship that they had there before a couple of years ago. It would have all Chattanoogaans, literally both sides of the stadium, one side red, one side blue. It's like the Manchester Man City derby. I don't know how full of it red would be, but I think it'd be more blue than red. But I think that match will be epic and really good to watch.
Yeah, if you know any history between the two, you know, if you think there's some stank between the Athletic and FC Tulsa, the real stank is between Chattanooga FC and the Red Wolves. I mean, part of me wishes the USL would have just been a little patient, maybe Chattanooga FC would have maybe lowered. They might have got the deal Detroit City would have got. They might be in this league. Not League One, this league, USL Championship.
But they wanted to start their own MPSL Pro. So, I mean, they wanted to make their own league and be, professional without to do USL. But they felt like they would have been sellouts if they would have done that. And
right, yeah. And they rolled that dice. Chattanooga FC did. I mean, and if they're happy in MLS Next Pro, I guess if that's what they want, that's awesome. I can't blame them if that's where they want to be. But I personally don't want to see our team playing the weird MLS rules that they try out in the Next Pro, traveling and not having anybody in stadiums, and to each his their own.
Yeah. Well, that's all I had to say about that, boys. What else do you want to
They
talk
could
about?
they could have stayed in Nisa. They would have saved Nisa. I blame Chattanooga for letting Nisa die.
You gotta forget about the other people that were holding that gun too, like Oakland and Detroit City and
Miami and
Miami and so on and so on.
Cosmos.
The Cosmos, yeah. R.I.P. R.I.P. R.I.P.
Starting to GoFundMe to save Nisa.
Good luck with that.
You're a one-man band on that one.
Good luck with that.
But,
Anywho, all right, fellas.
well, y'all have anything else to say? Any other local news? Anything like that?
I got nothing.
What about you, David?
No. I think the Tulsa FC Channel Cast wrapped up their season. Hopefully next podcast we can talk a little bit more about that. So
Yeah, they need their time, and we need to have a special talk with them. Maybe have one of them come on the podcast and talk about the end of the season. And I went for them, but I did. I was going to talk about something else, but never mind. Y'all ready for some hot takes, real quick?
just give it out one more time. Saturday night, 7:00, 1 FC Tulsa versus North Carolina FC. Come join us in section 115. It's like Samurai Night. It's gonna be
Be there or be square.
Whoa, Josh got really close.
Whoa.
It's gonna be Samurai Night. They're giving out some, I guess the museum. What is it? It's not the Philbrook, is it? It's let's see what the theme night is. It's a Philbrook night and Samurai Snap bracelet giveaway at One Oak Field. Come on, come join us.
You might see Mariano on the field by the end of the game.
I don't know if Mario's gonna make it to the stadium.
He might. He's gonna make it to the tailgate and he's not making it in.
You guys never watched that? That God, I forget his name, but the guy says we're going streaking. Old school.
Honestly, if we score a goal, I pray for if the players celebrate with us. So if they go to Mariano, he might try to. Yeah,
somebody's jealous that they came to me when Patrick scored a goal and not to him. I'm not going to point fingers or say names, Josh. But
David, dude, don't be jealous.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
it's okay.
All right, hot take. Hot take number one. How many clean sheets does Johan Penaranda have in his FC Tulsa career? All competitions now.
Like, how many is he going to end with this year, or how many does he have?
How many does he have right now, today, as we speak?
Oh, what? So his first 4 games were a clean sheet, right?
Stop looking it up on the internet, there, Josh.
I'm not. You can see.
He put down his phone. He put down his phone really quickly.
Okay. Anyways, his first 4 or 5 games were clean sheets, weren't they?
I don't know.
This is a guessing game. Come on, guess.
I know the answer, but I'm gonna. He's on his phone. He's like
6.
Mario, how many do you think he's got?
I'm gonna say he has 9.
So with the game against Athletic, he is now up to 10 clean sheets. Third all-time in FC Tulsa history. So I think
who's number one? Who's number one?
I think Serta has 12.
Okay.
Serta. That's a throwback right there.
Hot take number 2. Currently, who is our active leader in games played?
It's Bradley, isn't it?
Active leader.
Active. It wouldn't be Johan, would it?
Mario, what's your guess? Active leader, games played.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm stumped. I don't.
I'm stuck I'm stuck between 3 players right now.
He was the savior of the game the other night.
Patrick, God,
Patrick Seegers, Patty Seegers is our active leader.
I didn't forget about that.
Really, I thought it would either be Harvey, Rogers, No, it couldn't be Rogers. He was hurt.
Yeah, he was wrong. Yeah, he was hurt.
I was between
This is-
Rogers or Seagrass. I mean,
This is
Harvey.
Patty Sig's third year with us. So,
Yep.
all right, there you go. Someone else go.
Go ahead,
Trivia
Will.
night's over, and you guys failed miserably.
I was
All right.
close. I was
All right,
close.
guys. This isn't a hot take. This is just a question. What should I DoorDash right now? Any opinions?
Buffalo Wild Wings. Send some over here too.
That is a
Yeah.
good idea.
That is a good idea.
All right. How many clean sheets will Johan? I'm going off of what this guy said, David. How many clean sheets will Johan finish with this year? Over, under 15.
9.
So under.
Yeah, I think he'll finish 9. 9 is still a good amount.
I gotta agree with that number.
I feel
I'm
like
gonna
15 would be like breaking a record, probably.
No, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna say he's gonna do 13. He's gonna beat the
Sidebar to that question. What will we have more of? Johan clean sheets or a goal scorer? Like our highest goal scorer compared to Johan clean sheets.
Oh, according to Mariano, Taylor's scoring what was it?
Or
15,
42 goals.
40
I did not
Holland
think of
numbers.
42 goals, but he did get his Open Cup started, so hopefully this is.
He's got Pacheco with like 35 goals for San Antonio.
He's just a
already.
secret. He says he's an FC Tulsa fan, but he's secretly in the stands with Harry every Saturday night at whatever
you
the
know.
whatever.
I cloned-
I cloned
Toyota
myself
Stadium.
to be two different places. Yeah, that makes sense.
You do.
All right, guys, they're all ready for mine.
You love San Antonio. Yes.
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Now, real quick, comparing all three matches together, our first match that we played in the second half, we did little park the bus. Second match that we played, we were free flowing. I mean, we played great up and down the field. Third game that we played against the Athletics, we were attacking, but we weren't pressing high. Which from all three games do you want us to play all season long? First one, second one, or third one?
Second one.
The first half of the Phoenix game. Just the
That
first half of the Phoenix game.
that's a good shout right there. I agree with that. The first half.
But I want to say the second one kind of was like that, but we weren't pressing as hard.
I hate parking the bus.
And we parked it in the first one.
Can't
But-
help it if we run out of gas. All right, guys, we need to just bring some extra fuel tanks. You know, that's the reason I think we should have Delu come off the bench. Sorry.
Don't say that.
I agree, but I just feel like he would be like the only one with energy in the second half.
That's
And
the
then-
point. That's
And in our team, even compared to our team, that's why I kind of want us for him to be a starter. But I no longer want to play him as a midfielder. I like Stefan, but I rather have him coming out the bench. I rather him come out second half. I want to see Alex go play up top, be a slow striker.
I want to see more of Elmitkar.
And he didn't play that bad, but all right. Next, my next hot
Hot
one.
topic.
We're going to hot topic. What?
We're going to hot topic.
Sorry,
guys.
I can't talk. This is my bedtime right now. But
Old man's got to go to sleep.
oh yeah. So what was more funnier from the Athletics match? The amount of times that their guy fell on the floor,
22.
22, or how many times they should have gone a yellow card.
Oh, that's not what I thought you're. I thought that's not where I thought you were going with.
I was
that.
gonna go
thought you
somewhere
were
else.
Somewhere else.
I
I
thought
was
that
gonna
was-
go somewhere else, but I'm just gonna go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Say it. Say
Okay.
it.
Or the amount of times their supporters chanted.
No, I thought you
That's
something about
that's.
Todd.
I thought it was gonna be with my dad.
Yeah.
Almost.
I thought the funnier thing was Kieran Winters thinking he was a badass.
Yeah, the way he just smirked at us as we were all yelling.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mr. Wannabe model.
Hey, he had all his kids that he was coaching there. Did you not hear them chant?
Karen. Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Well, that's all I got, guys. How about you?
well, I guess my parting shot is I like the idea of playing athletic every year. I think it could be good for the community. Could be. Yeah. Could be. It's fun to have a little rivalry. We don't have that right now, so I will say that with the energy not being around, it's good to have a little rivalry. It's yeah. The Lightning, the Thunder Buffaloes, or
Bisons.
The wind.
But yeah, you're right, David. But all right, guys. Well, like David said earlier, do me a favor, come out to the tailgate on Saturday. We will be starting at 4:00. We'll be having it all the way till 6:45 or whatnot. There's the man, the myth. Oh wait, you need to throw that away. You need an Alex DeLue jersey.
4:00. We can't start at 4:00 because we won't make it to 6. What are you talking about?
We'll make it to 5:00.
Well, we'll be there. I'll be there at 4:00 because we got to start cooking, preparing, and whatnot. I think the tailgate actually starts at 5:00.
Tailgate starts as soon as Mariano wakes up.
That's true, but yeah, we'll be there. Everybody, do me a favor, come out there. Oh, you lucky bird. Well, come out, come support. We'll be on section 115. We'll be there loud and proud and supporting FC Tulsa for hopefully a 4th victory. If we get 4 victories, guys, what are we going to be doing? Like party at David's house afterwards or something like that?
Party at David's.
We'll need a bus to get there. But,
are you going to make it?
Yeah,
not in that Red Sox jersey.
Oh. Let him talk about your socks like that.
It's okay. It's okay. I know jealousy and all that.
Hey, the Red Sox are going to be the better team this year in that division.
Red Sox. The Red
Sox. The Yankees suck. Yankees are horrible.
That's true.
It was in the World Series last year, not the Red Sox.
Okay.
Who didn't win it? I'm a Royals fan, so who didn't win it?
All right, boys. This is a soccer podcast, but
the Royals are good. The Royals are good once every generation.
So. Oh, hey, we beat the mighty Royals.
We got one good team. We got George Brett. Oh, name another Royal player.
All right, Vanos Tulsa. Tulsa. Get this guy out of here.
Sorry, all for all this craziness. This is what
we're excited.
We're outsiders. We're happy. That's true. Well, do me a favor, guys, and everybody else is paying attention. Share this episode. Subscribe to it. A 3-game winning streak right now. Hopefully going on number 4. Hopefully we're going to
Alan Doyle.
Number 4 there performing, but if not, we understand. Do me a favor. Come out. Come drink with us. Come share a soda with us, if that's even possible in my blood system right now.
If you see Mariano, buy him a beer.
It's my birthday. Come out and say what's up. Wish me a happy birthday. Wish FC Tulsa a victory. But other than that, boys, y'all know what time is it. Vamos
Tulsa.
Almost Tulsa.
I don't even got a chrome. I caught the Glock, mama oldest acting like he grown. Now peep the logic. I got a heap of problems. A mathematician, you see, I gotta keep it honest. I'm past offensive. From my childhood, I force you to forfeit. Turn snitch across over source work for corporate. The hardship is not marked for fake artists barking. The artsy astrologist, a star to your rocket ship. Soon as I change styles, the moment that y'all pocket it. Prophets' eyes, prophesize giant size dollar clips for blessings. There ain't no way contested for as outsiders charging 20 G's a session.
Forward and I can't go back. Lessons that I went through put some questions on my mental. Forward and I can't go back. The stress that I've been through, I left that in the rear view. Forward and I can't go back. Lessons that I went through put some questions on my mental. Forward and I can't go back. The stress that I've been through, I left that in the rear view.
Yeah, outsiders in the casa.